Hey, what's up? Thanks for checking out the second edition of Storytime with Nefarious Wes. Now, I would have never guessed that the first one I did would be so well received. I was actually pretty surprised that a video that I just whipped out of my ass and told the story would do so well. And people were like, we want more, we want more. So, you know what? Yeah, let's keep doing this because it's fun. And I got a ton of stories. So today, I'm going to tell the story of when I got Axelay, a really awesome shooter for the Super Nintendo made by Konami. Now, if you've seen my videos before, then you already know that I'm a huge shooter fan. The Sega Genesis is what actually really got me into shooters. So that love just carried over when I got a Super Nintendo, which doesn't have a whole lot of shooters. But they have Axelay, and Axelay was the first shooter I ever got for the Super Nintendo, and it's great. The music is fantastic, the graphics with all the Mode 7 and all the scaling was just impressive. I mean, the game impressed the hell out of me. But here's the thing is, when I bought this game, I actually hadn't played it yet. The first time I played it was at my buddy Matt's house, and this is where the story begins. So I got this game, and it was the weekend, and my friends and I, we love to hang out and crash at another friend's house, and this was during the sophomore year of high school, towards the end. And our thing that we like to do is when our parents would go to sleep, we would sneak outside, smoke some frickin' weed, get all blazed, and play video games and listen to music all night. So our plan wasn't any different. So it was me and my buddy John crashing over at Matt's house. And naturally, when Matt's mom went to sleep, the three of us went right outside. So I don't know if we smoked a joint or if we were hitting a bong or whatever, but either way, we were freaking blitzed. We were so freaking high with the giggles and everything. It was so much fun. The problem is that we were so goddamn high that we woke Matt's mom up, and she came out to find out what all the ruckus was about. And yeah, party is over. So John and I tried to run away, but we were like, where the hell are we going to go? So we came back. And Matt's mom sat us all down at the dining room table. And man, we were so freaking high. And Matt was just like, he was so bummed that he got busted. And he's just like, oh, he has like his head down on the table. And Matt's mom is like lecturing us, and God knows what she was even talking about, because I couldn't stop thinking about the box of Pop-Tarts across the freaking kitchen on the counter. I'm just like, oh God, I want these Pop-Tarts so bad. That's all I could think about. I remember John telling me later that the pattern on the tablecloth was dancing and moving around, and he was trying so hard not to just bust out laughing. And yeah, needless to say, after Matt's mom got done lecturing us, first thing I did was run over to those Pop-Tarts, and we headed over to Matt's room, where we then played Axelay for the rest of the night. And I don't remember too much of it at the time because we were pretty high, and we were all worried about, like, what's going to happen, because she said she was going to tell all our parents. And I had got busted with weed just a few months prior to that, because my parents went snooping through my room and found my stash. So yeah, this was not my first rodeo. So I'm just like, been there, done that. So the next day, we're playing more Axelay, just waiting for Doomsday, waiting for our parents to show up and whatever punishment they were gonna hand down to us. And we're just playing Axelay, while all our parents showed up, and we're talking with Matt's mom in the other room. And before we know it, there's a knock on the door. We're like, come in. And a freaking cop walks in. Yeah, a cop walks in. Big old freaking cop, dude. Just like towering over us, just walks in, and yeah, John's stepdad, Terry, fucking asshole that he is like, hey, let's call the cops on these kids. Yeah, so yeah, and for some reason, our idiot parents were like, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, so they called the cops. The cops show up. I don't even remember what this cop had to say. All I remember is that he made me turn off Axelay, and I was doing pretty damn well at the time. I got further than I had got the previous night, and he's like, why don't you guys shut that off? I'm just like, oh, God. So yeah, we turned the game off, and this cop starts lecturing us about who knows what, because when a cop's talking to me, shit goes in one ear and out the other. I'm just like, whatever, you know. So after he leaves, the three of us are just like, can you believe that shit? What the fuck? What the hell? It wasn't until later when I asked my parents, what's up with the cop, that they told me it was John's stepdad. It was his brilliant idea. Fucking idiot. So yeah, when the cop left, we were all leaving too. And I couldn't help but notice that when I glanced over at the dining room table, our stash of fucking weed, our baggie of weed is sitting right there. The cop left, he didn't even take the bag, so I know someone had fun with that weed. Fucking hypocrites. It was a week before my birthday. It was in late April. My birthday's on May 3rd, so that's why I remember when it was. Because I was supposed to have a bunch of friends over for my birthday, and our plan was to do the thing that we always do. We were going to go out, get high, come back and play video games and listen to music. But I was grounded now. But my parents were like, since it's your birthday, you can still have 2 friends over. So I had 2 friends over, and guess what we did? When my parents went to bed, we snuck outside and smoked weed, came back in and played video games and listened to music. Just like the original plan. I was never one to listen to authority. So, anyway, that is my story of the first time I ever played Axelay, when I got Axelay. So yeah, first time I ever played it, I was freaking blitzed out of my mind at Matt's house when we got busted. So, yeah, that's that story. The game is still pretty sweet, though. Axelay is awesome. I hope to review it one of these days. But I thought it would be fun just to share this story. So, yeah, that was fun. I was grounded that whole freaking summer. And that's when I finally realized that, you know what, I'm going to stop listening to my parents and just do whatever the hell I want. But, yeah, I will never forget that day. So, anyway, hope you liked this edition of Storytime with Nefarious Wes. I got a lot more stories, so just stay tuned. I'll come back with some more for you. But until then, I will catch all of you guys later.